I'm Ray Bork, and this is the Celebrity Spotlight Series.
Welcome to the Nonantum Boxing Club, where the sport and spirit of boxing is alive and well.
And go, switch, back to movement 2.
Touch him, pop, 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 pop.
30 seconds left in the round. Let's go, press for speed, let's go.
The Nonantum Boxing Club is not your typical boxing or fitness gym. It was started in the working-class Nonantum neighborhood in Newton, Massachusetts by two brothers who already had full-time jobs but shared a love for boxing.
The gym that we were training out of in Watertown was closing down. So really there were no gyms around here for us to go to or turn to. And my brother Nathan bought a house on Hawthorne Street, 2 houses down from my mother. And he figured to set up a studio down in his basement. And he was doing some training down there, the heavy bag, and actually set up some floor mats for a little floor ring. And before you know it, there were 5 or 6 kids locally showing up at Nathan's front door to go downstairs and experience this Boxygen that was just set up.
It quickly became obvious that Nathan's basement wasn't going to cut it. So Eric turned to a friend who had an empty warehouse space and finagled his way into a lease.
Right away, it had that old Rocky type feeling. It was really neat, it was really cool. I called my brother Nathan on the phone and I said, are you ready to move this gym? I don't know, within 10 minutes he was there. He comes walking in and he was ready to tear the place apart. When can we start? He wanted to just start ripping walls down and he wanted to start building this gym.
From the beginning, the gym was a family affair. Eric and Nathan were joined by their other brothers and cousins, local guys who were teachers, construction workers, and firefighters. Guys who all shared a passion for boxing and wanted to help.
None of us approached this gym as a career path. So this was, we had to count on us. Luckily, we're a big family. So we had cousins, brothers, and whatever we needed for help, we have at our fingertips because we have a great family. We all put in a lot of hours to make this a possibility. This was something that we were doing out of passion. This is something that we were doing, we loved doing it, and none of us wanted to let the other one down. And that's the type of mentality that we started from day one, and that mentality exists 7 years later.
I mean, if it's a business where you don't have your family around, it's hard because you have different people, you can't rely on them as much. I mean, it's easy for us. I take over a class, this person does a class for me. And I mean, it makes it easy just having your family.
The way we did it, I think we kind of made it up as we went. We had no idea what we were doing. We just kind of started training people, and then, someone else would come in, and we'd kind of like, oh, we need more space, so we would knock down some walls, and then we have more space, and then, it ended up just growing up to be where we all ended up putting all our time into it.
It's kind of like an organized chaos. Like Eric said, it's not about the money, and I think people sense that. They ask all these questions, and we don't try to sell anything. We tell them, come in, try it out. They come in and they love it.
Along with the immediate family, the club was inspired and guided by former middleweight contender and Massachusetts State Auditor Joe DiNucci, who also happens to be Eric's father-in-law.
My father was the maintenance man at the Newton YMCA. He also taught boxing. I used to watch him give boxing lessons, and in those days, there were really 2 sports. On the street corner, you wanted to be a professional ball player playing baseball with the Yankees or the Red Sox, or you wanted to be the heavyweight champion of the world or the middleweight champion of the world. Never once did I dream of running for public office in those days. I only had one dream, and that was to be the champion of the world, the middleweight champion of the world.
Though Joe is long retired from boxing and politics, he remains one of the guiding forces helping the Nonantum Boxing Club become successful.
He's been the most inspirational man that I've ever met, that I've ever known. A lot of people have viewed Joe's in different ways politically, you know, or as an ex-prize fighter, but I've seen him as a family man. I've seen him as a father. I've seen him as a grandfather. I've seen him as a husband, as a brother. And he's taught me so much about life through boxing, through politics, but more importantly, just by him as a man.
Coming up, we'll see how the club has become an integral part of the community and developed some of the coolest fitness classes going when the Celebrity Spotlight Series continues right after this.
Go quick. Too big. Can't wind up, Jesus. That's it. Pop, 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 move.
The locally owned and family-run Nonantum Boxing Club in Newton, Massachusetts started as a place for the guys who built it to practice and promote their favorite sport, boxing.
We put on shows, amateur shows, through the gym to basically, you know, to keep our guys busy and also to, you know, help promote the gym.
We've had Golden Glove champions. We've had some New England champions, and we just had we just had a couple represent us in the nationals.
The funny thing is that while it started as a boxing club, it has become much more. People have flocked to the gym for its unpretentious, down-to-earth atmosphere. People who have no intention of climbing into the squared circle.
We don't necessarily promote getting in the ring. You know, that's one part of our gym. That's one piece of it. But that's probably less than 10% of the people that come into our gym will actually get into the ring.
I think the biggest difference is, you know, it's family run, and people come in and they see it. They're like, oh, you know, Eric's your brother, cousin, another brother, and people are attracted to the whole family thing. We're not just a gym out there trying to make money, and you know, we care about everybody that comes in here. And when you join this gym and you put your all into this gym, you become a part of the family. So it's pretty cool when it happens, and I think people are very attracted to that.
The unexpected success of the club encouraged the guys to offer more and more programs, and eventually to create their own unique program, something they call Boxygen.
I came up with the idea of Boxygen because I always felt that we had something really special at the gym. Other than being a close-knit family and having a great community, I felt that we had something more to offer. Boxygen basically emphasizes basic boxing fundamentals, boxing instruction, and combines it with rigorous body weight exercises. So now we've created an identity for not just the gym. We've created an identity of what we believe is the most effective exercise program out there. 30 seconds, movement 1. Good control, good pace, good balance. Good, good. The idea is that ultimately we're trying to give people the experience of what it feels like to be in the ring as a competitive boxer. So what we do is we'll hit a workout, you know, we'll hit a 2 or a 3 minute round. We'll have a 40-second rest, and then we get right back to work. We'll have timed intervals so that you get to experience what it actually feels like to be a conditioned boxer. Round 1, the punch combo is 2-7, 6-3, 6 speed punch-ups. And switch. Let's go, quick change, quick change. Boxygen is open for all fitness ages as well as fitness levels. There are different levels of Boxygen. Whether you're a first-time person, you know, coming into a gym to wanting to experience exercise and work out for the first time, or if you're a super elite athlete. And we have both. You may not want to be a competitive boxer. You may never want to step in the ring, and most people don't, and we're not encouraging that. But with Boxygen, we're allowing you to experience a fighter's quest for victory. Long, 1-2, 1-2, quick drop push-up. Let's go, long, 1-2. 1, 2, 1, 2.
One thing that stands out when you see any of the Boxygen classes is something you might not expect to see in a boxing fitness program. A lot of women participating.
You know, I think women that get to put boxing gloves on and hit a heavy bag, they may have never experienced something like that ever in their life, but that's an empowering feeling. I mean, you really feel, for lack of better words, you feel like a warrior.
Exactly, you're not hitting somebody, no one's hitting you, your pretty face don't get ruined. All you're doing is really taking your anger out on the bag, which is good.
Everybody here is very welcoming, so it's very easy to jump in. Everybody's helpful. It's not intimidating at all. There's no physical contact, so you're just hitting a bag, which feels really good, especially for a mom, if you just want to get your stress out.
30 seconds left in the round. Let's go. Press for speed. Let's go.
Ultimately, there are two things you can say about the Nonantum Boxing Club's new Boxygen program. It's a great workout, and people love it.
There's nothing better. I've worked out my whole life with weights, the bike, baseball workouts, and this has been by far the best for me, all around, for strength, power, endurance, speed.
I tell all my friends to come here. The thing I love about it's a different type of gym, and the class is really a combination of like boxing and technique of boxing, but then all the functional body strength exercising that you need. So combined, it really does train you to be in that boxing shape. It's one of the best workouts by far I think you can ever have.
I could take this workout and take it into my career as a construction worker, and you take this workout right in there and you can just keep going and going and keep working, and it helps me in my professional life.
We're ending with 10. I want full extension. Are you going to stay here all night?
Usually people come in stressed, aggravated, long day at work, whatever, Saturday morning, maybe hungover, I don't know. Whatever they are, but then when they get out of there, everybody's always smiling, joking, they're always talking, everybody always kind of hangs out after and kind of chats, and they make a lot of friends, a lot of friendships made here. And
I've had people come up here, yeah. I've had people join, so this is a great place to work out. There's a lot of community sense here. People, especially when you do the early morning classes, they're really bonding. It's really bonding for a lot of people. So.
Nice job, folks. Nice job. Way to spend your Saturday morning.
Up next, we'll see how and why the club is giving back to its community. Plus, we'll see what the future might hold for the gym. Stay with us.
Butt down. Good. Drive. Good. Now, good. Explode. Get it up. Get it up. Pushing it down.
The local guys who started and run the Nonantum Boxing Club have created much more than just a boxing gym.
In front of the other, and we're going to drive those knees. Drive, 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 all the way down. All right.
The guys all grew up in the gym's blue-collar Newton, Massachusetts neighborhood, and they know how important it is to teach kids about staying fit.
We have a tremendous youth program where kids come every Saturday. They do a kids boxing class where it's not just boxing, skills that are going to influence a kid in the classroom or outside the classroom. And the kids program has really become a lot of fun.
On the outside, and you're going to go 2 in, 1 out here as you go through.
I'm a special education teacher. I teach at the high school over in Newton. I even bring my kids down. On Wednesdays we come down and we do a stress management club. Actually, me and Jason both teach there. And it's great just for these kids, especially kids with special needs. It's just a good release for them to just get in the gym, hit the bag, learn a sport, get some confidence. That's a big thing.
Focus. Good. Great job. Great job. Finish. Perfect. Perfect. Good work.
Everyone knows great things are going on inside the Nonantum Boxing Club, but helping people doesn't stop at the gym door.
We go out in our communities and other communities, and we wear, our Nonantum boxing stuff, our Boxygen stuff, and we're carrying that name on our chests, and what we do reflects that. So we try to hold ourselves at a high standard and set examples for young kids. A lot of kids nowadays don't really have positive role models anymore. So if it's one of us, then then that's good.
The club and its members don't just talk the talk. They are deeply involved in their community and make sure to give back on a regular basis.
Strength of community is reaching out and is doing things for other members of the community. We've worked hand in hand with the Boys and Girls Club for several years. We've recently did a fundraise drive for the Second Step program out of Newtonville. Currently, we're working on a fundraiser drive for the Massachusetts Military Heroes Fund.
Certainly, there are lots of worthy causes, but the Massachusetts Military Heroes Fund is special. It provides financial aid and other support to the families of Massachusetts veterans who have given their lives for our country since 9/11.
What sparked this was the story of one young man who, in the immediate aftermath of 9/11, did a blood drive at his high school and really got engaged like so many of us did in their community to give back. And then once he graduated high school, joined the Marines, and tragically 2 years later was lost. And this fund was really focused on giving back to those families who gave so much, and we wanted to give back. And frankly, it's, I believe, an obligation that if we have the ability to give anything of our time and our resources and any part of our heart or our mind to help these families, then we have an obligation to do so.
Officially founded in 2005, the fund has helped hundreds of families in the Commonwealth. The club and its members are firm believers in the fund and its mission, and they show their support in lots of different ways.
They stepped up a while back and started reaching out to our folks and supporting our efforts by raising awareness within the community and raising resources.
It's just extremely important to me to show past veterans, active members, families of active members and past members that, as an American, there is nothing that I wouldn't do to support the mission of our military.
We've all seen, sadly, the flag-covered caskets in a lot of the small towns in Massachusetts and all across our Commonwealth. They lost someone fighting, by the way, for our freedoms and for our country, and so we have an obligation and a responsibility to step up and support them, and that's what we do. But we couldn't do it without the support of folks like Nonantum Boxing, who have really stepped up voluntarily.
The popularity of the Nonantum Boxing Club's Boxygen program led the guys to create a competitive version of the class, the Boxygen Challenge.
Go! Go, 1, 2, 3, 6. They get to compete with their friends at the gym. We have a Boxygen Challenge set up in place that's a 10-round challenge. So there is a 2-minute round, and in a 2-minute round, there's a punching combination and an exercise movement. And in that 2-minute round, you have to perform the punching combination correctly and the exercise movement correctly. And you have a judge. You're not going at your own pace, you're working with the judge. If the judge is not happy in how you performed your punch technique or how you performed your exercise, you're gonna redo it. And the goal is to get to as many intervals in rounds 1 through 10 as you possibly can. 10 punch outs, 2 atomic push-ups in 3, 2, 1, go!
Yeah, I think the benefit of a judge is that it just keeps them focused on what they're doing, reminding them what the exercises are, what the punch combination is, and then just encouraging them to, you know, continue to push themselves.
It's different each and every class, which is what I really like. If I go to the gym and work out, I definitely don't work out anywhere near as intense as if I'm doing something like this, that there's a group of people and we're kind of friendly competition and competing against each other, which is what I really like about it.
It's amazing. It's such a great cardio plus like muscle workout. I'm sore after it and I'm obviously out of breath and really tired, but it's great. I feel so great when I'm done.
I was a personal trainer for many years, played college football, was real into bodybuilding, weight training, kind of traditional style of working out, and totally different. I mean, this is just total fitness, you know, strength, speed, agility. I'm 37 years old now, and I mean, not as strong as I was when I was 22, but this is the best I've ever felt.
And rest. Okay, nice job. I hope you warmed up.
The Boxygen Challenge is another success story for the gym. No surprise there, because it always goes back to what makes the club itself a success: the people.
The first day I knew I was hooked. Like, it was just, the trainers are amazing, like everyone's so nice and helpful, and it's actually like a really nice community too. I've made a lot of other friends here, and you know, I go to class and I know people, and you just feel like you're kind of part of a little family, and of course the workouts are worth every second.
You know, to see it here now in 6,000 square feet of you know, of workout facility, and you know, 40 bags I got hanging up, I mean, it's a great success story.
We get new people every day. It's definitely growing. I'm not sure we have no more space to add on to, so maybe we got a building next door. Maybe we can kick somebody out, take over another building.
They may be joking about it now, but pretty soon they really may need even more space, because the club and its Boxygen programs have some big plans.
You know, Boxygen is new. You know, and my goal is to basically take something that we've created as a family and to streamline it. I think it's the greatest 1 hour of a fitness program as you're gonna put your mind and body through. We want to bring that to the national forefront, and I think, you know, with the 5 people you see sitting here, it's very, very doable. and I believe that we're going to accomplish that as a team.
The future certainly looks bright, but whatever it brings, you can be sure that the Nonantum Boxing Club and the guys who built it will stay true to their values and their neighborhood.